Hi, my viewers. How are you today? I have more disappointing news for you. What's going on in the black churches and with our young people? Another pastor in Georgia, Richard Gray, was picked up on the charges of rape and molestation of a 15-year-old girl. And he was also wanted in the state of Alabama, I believe, for burglary. And he was a pastor that was over the young people. Now we don't went through the Eddie Long thing. How many more pastors are we going to allow to do this to our children? Parents, I bring this message especially to you. What are you doing? Are you checking behind your kids? Are you on top of your job? God gave you these children as your gift. You're supposed to oversee everything that's going on in the world around them until they are able to make a decision for themselves. And that decision comes when they become adults and they're able to take care of themselves. And still in all, they still need sometimes your parental support. I was watching on YouTube today. I did a lot of browsing and just to see what's going on, and I came across a couple of YouTube videos with our young people dancing and gyrating on YouTube, half naked. Our young men half naked, selling themselves, prostituting themselves, and it looks like they were doing this either in college or they were doing these dances even in your home. And I'm like saying, are you aware of these things? Are you out there checking behind your children to see what they're doing? If it gets in the hands of the wrong person, it could be a neighbor next door that's a pervert, or somebody that's got his eyes out for to rape your little girl or your son. And I say these things because we adults now, okay, especially for I'm saying more of us about 40 and up. It's our time that we have to start acting as elders and watching over the young people. We don't need to be out there no more trying to get something or find something. We need to be investing our time now in our children. Now I know a lot of you out there might got your mouth turned up and eyes rolling at me and may got a few things to say about me, but I tell you what, if I have children? These are my children. We all in this together. We are supposed to be trying to produce citizens into society. People that's going to come up and take care of our elderly when you become too old to take care of yourself. We're looking for people that's going to run this nation. Okay? Gyrating and perversion is not going to, that's going to run this nation, and it's going to be a mess out here. That people are just killing their flesh. Just out there with their flesh. We want to lift their minds up. Make them political and social, conscious. We need to start putting our time more in things that are going to be appreciating than depreciating for our future. So I advise any parent out there, check behind your children. Find out what's going on behind the scene when you're not there. Like I said, get to know your neighbor. Go down to every police station, whatever you can in the neighborhood, and find out who is a sex offender. Find out about what's going on in your community. Don't sit there and getting mad at me. I'm trying to save your children. And I'm just bringing it to you. Real talk. We heard about all this went on with Eddie Long. This could have all been avoided if some people were able to find out more about this man to even allow their children to even be left alone and going on trips and everything with him. You see, he ain't take his child. I would have been suspicious about that. Your child coming home with brand new gifts and stuff, and he ain't worked for it. So why is this man treating you so special, giving you these special gifts? It's just like your son coming home and don't got a job and somebody giving him something and everything. You're going to question that. That's the same way you got to act with your pastor. Or anybody. Especially if they didn't got a job and they didn't work for it. Stop pimping your kids. And not only are you messing up your kids, you messing up the nation. because they are the generation to lead. And if you're not going to be there to be behind them to do your part, where are we going to be left? We are living in a dying world. Nobody cares. Well, I can't say nobody cares because I care, because I'm on this video right now bringing it to you. I can't say nobody cares. There's a lot of us out there that do care, but I want to get to those who's sitting back there just don't want to do nothing, looking for just to be here for whatever. You got a job to do, and that's your children. Don't come crying to me and think I'm going out there to march and do this, that, and the other. If you ain't doing your job, why should I care? Why should I care? If your son gonna get locked up, or your son gonna get raped and molested by some pervert out there, or your daughter or whatever, why should I care if you're not gonna pay attention to what I'm bringing to you, so you can be prepared for what's ahead, or so you can be able to protect yourself from this coming to you? You gotta cover your home, cover your house, pray over it. That's what prayer means. What is prayer without taking any kind of action and meaning it well in your heart? Not just coming out of your mouth, but coming from your heart. Our young people can't even go to church and be safe anymore. And I give God thanks that I had some praying mothers and grandmothers and elders in my family that took that kind of sacrifice for me to watch out for my life. They could have been out there doing a whole lot of other things, but no, they didn't. Like the grandmothers today that's in the nightclubs. I didn't have that kind of grandmother. And sometimes I was angry because I couldn't do some of the things I wanted to do out there. But now when I look back at it, I'm grateful. I'm grateful. People today don't want to be grandmothers no more. They want to brag that they're grandmothers, but they don't want to do a job as what they're supposed to do as claiming that position. Okay? You old and worn out and tired. You ain't got no time to be out there. You don't have your world full of lust. Okay? It's time now to sit back and give these young people some kind of instructions. If you ain't got nobody, or you had somebody and they gone and buried or whatever, this, that, just sit back and relax and take care of your family, take care of your children. Ain't no reason for you to be running out, because you're going to find the same old mess and even worse. So you just need to sit back and be an elder and be an adult and watch over the young people and giving them guidance and instructions. That's what you're called to do. And this is your time. This is your time to do that. Time to put all those things you did when you was in your youth, put that away. You don't had your fun. You don't did your thing. Now it's time to sit back and stop trying to be out there and be a cougar or be some sugar daddy. Well, I'm going to leave you now, but I just had to get deep like that. So anybody like this video, you can subscribe to me. If you don't like this video, it's okay. I don't expect for everybody to like it, because some people can't take real talk. Some people can't take the discipline, but they be the ones that they kids gonna get in trouble out there, and they won't want your help. So I already did my part. It's up to you. So like I said, if you like this video, you can subscribe. If you don't like it, you don't have to bother. And if you do like it, you can either hit like, and you can leave your comments, and I'll be looking forward to your comments. May the peace of God pass with all understanding guard your heart, your mind, and your children.